What's going on, y'all? What it is. So before we go any further, I just want to say that I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas on yesterday, and this goes to all the individuals that celebrate it as a holiday, of course. I hope that you enjoyed the festivities with your family and friends, but I will say that yesterday for some reason didn't feel like Christmas to me. Even though I had a fantastic time, something was just off. But just like I posted on my community feed that I feel that every day is Christmas, as long as God decides to wake me up every day, I'm happy. Whether I have a good or a bad day, it doesn't matter. I have another day to get this thing right called life. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's move along because I want to talk about Beyonce and her performance last night. Now, there's a lot of mixed reviews, of course, and that's to be expected. Some people thought it was a performance of a lifetime. Some people didn't feel that highly about her performance. She did bring out Post Malone and Shabuzi, and Blue Ivy was also by her mother's side, and she's become a regular. She's gaining the confidence and she's getting the experience. So you never know what she may turn into as she gets older as a performer and things like that. Now, as far as how I feel about the performance wasn't the thing that stood out to me, because in my mind, and I know it's hard to do, I set Beyonce and Jay-Z to the side as if they weren't the melanated couple here, right? That's under all of this scrutiny, that have all of these accusations and allegations stacked up against them, right? When you look at it from that realm, you can respect the fact that this was a power play because Beyonce had the door slammed in her face by the CMAs. They didn't even acknowledge her as a country artist, to be honest. And to have your husband in a position of power, to have you grace the stage at the halftime show in Houston on Christmas Day, creating another lane and an avenue so you can shove your performance in the faces of the people from the CMAs, you know, people behind the scenes that make all the decisions about awards and things like that, and also to be able to rub it into the faces of the fan base that support the CMAs because you know that they're diehard NFL fans. And so when you look at it from that standpoint and you try to view it through those lenses, you can actually say that this was a bit of a flex, because to have the door closed on you from a genre of music that our ancestors are absolutely responsible for creating, and then for you to be able to show up on Christmas Day and be like, we're gonna make it do what it do, yeah, yeah. And I get it, we're talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, and it's hard to unsee them given the fact that we have all of this mounting speculation that is surrounding them. But again, I want to reiterate that I'm speaking rather from the perspective, if this was a melanated couple that didn't have all of these things surrounding them at this particular time, this would be a major move and a significant power play. That's all I'm saying. And honestly, it still has the potential to be that if these accusations are cleared up. You know what I'm saying? So right now, what I want to do is play you guys some clips that offer a difference of opinion as it pertains to Beyonce's performance. Sit tight and I'll be back.
Beyonce, I'm not going to hold you. You could have kept that, baby. You could have kept that. Shabuzi and Post Malone, they could have stayed at the crib. Especially Shabuzi. We don't want to see him no more. Post Malone, he's dirty. And don't get me wrong, I understand you probably perform Cowboy Carter for your core fans, your stans. But let's be all the way 100. They don't really be listening to that like that. We seen the numbers. Yeah, that shit ain't really sell like that. We didn't want to see that. We wanted to see, tonight I want to dance for you. Oh. Drunken Love. Maybe Single Ladies. Maybe Me, Myself, and I. Some throwbacks. We wanted to see the throwbacks. We didn't want to see Cowboy Carter. Cowboy Carter is cool. I like Texas Hold'em. That's the this ain't Texas. Ain't no that's that, right? I like that, but we good. We don't want to see that. Please don't go on tour, because I want to see you go on tour. But if you're gonna go on tour and perform Cowboy Carter, I'm cool. I want to see the throwback. All right, let's get to the throwbacks. Don't do that no more, please.
Beyonce's Christmas halftime show, amazing. Performances like this makes it ludicrous to even compare Rihanna to Beyonce. Rihanna cannot touch Beyonce. Honestly, Rihanna's halftime performance in the Super Bowl was ass compared to this. This is what I mean when you have to perform in halftime. I was heavily critical of Beyonce making a country album, but honestly, she kind of changed my mind. She kind of changed my mind because she like, it was amazing. It's like, she's up there with top performances. It's Michael Jackson, and it's like her. It really is. She's up there. She's top 5 in performers. In musical performers, she's top 5. I don't name 5 better performers than her. I'll wait. That's how you do it. And honestly, now it puts a lot of pressure on Kendrick Lamar and what he's going to do in the Super Bowl halftime. That's all I got to say. And also, Blue Ivy, kudos, shout out to her. She looks like Beyonce, a younger Beyonce. That's it. But Kendrick Lamar, you're on the clock, buddy. You gotta do really great in the Super Bowl halftime. What you guys' thoughts on Beyonce's halftime performance? Peace.
For any of you who don't realize why Beyonce did her whole country album on the halftime show, she was never going to be accepted in the country world. And what way to take a sugar honey iced tea on people who won't accept you, but at their halftime show. So if you don't understand why she did that, you're welcome. She told them, like that lady told them on that movie, eat my
If you were watching Beyonce and you were paying attention to that halftime show, there's a reason why she appeared at the biggest events in the world. Every time you see Beyonce, she's appearing at a halftime show or something that is big, where everybody is going to tune in and watch because it's a big show or a big main event. She's the Jezebel of the world, the biggest one. That she is highly favored and exalted more than any celeb. She's bigger than a Kim Kardashian, bigger than a Taylor Swift. Her and Taylor Swift is similar to the same level, but Beyonce is bigger. Beyonce is a witch. She's a Jezebel spirit. She's a demon. This is not throwing shade. This is not throwing hate. There's a reason why she appears at the biggest events. This is the reason why she's highly favored, highly treated a certain way. This is why you don't see her everywhere. This is why she's not shown everywhere. This is why she makes special appearances everywhere. She's very highly favored and very highly loved by many. This is the reason why you don't see her on the news and all in every place and everything. She's protected. I'm making sense now, right?
Well, America, we've definitely failed. If I am here at my family's house and they're watching the game, and of course there is Beyonce on the screen, so your husband can get indicted and charged with rape, but yet you can still be playing on Super Bowl halftime like nothing going on. This world condones that shit, and it's fucking sad that we're all here trying to celebrate while these people are doing all illegal shit and getting away with it, still being able to perform on national television like all this shit's not going around with your husband. What the is going on with America? This is condoning it at its all-time finest, and it's shame.
Alright, so you guys just saw and heard all of that. Now, according to the last girl, she said that this was the Super Bowl halftime show. I didn't think it was a Super Bowl halftime show. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was the Christmas halftime show. But anyway, go ahead. Knock yourself out. I digress. But yeah, there's a difference of opinion as it pertains to Beyonce performing on Christmas Day. I would be interested to know what your thoughts and feelings are down in the comments about how you feel about this situation as well. But anyway, I want to move along and read you guys this DM that I received from one of Kim Porter's friends. And she's basically sick of me. She's talking about defamation and everything, and stop talking about her and things of that nature. I don't know. But anyway, I've reached out to her in the past and I've asked her a couple of questions, and she finally responded to me. And I want to read you all what she had to say. So it says, as a friend of Kim's for 20 plus years, how dare you disrespect me and question the friendship between me and Kim? I have done my part as a loyal friend, and if Kim's family really wants the truth about what happened to Kim, then they should go to the police with the receipts they have. Trust me, they have them. If the family doesn't want to reopen the investigation, then what am I supposed to do? Stop labeling me as a bad friend, because this is defamation, by the way. I have never once did some sneaky ass and went behind Kim's back and told him anything about what was Kim doing. About what Kim was doing, you meant? He put us in a very troubling situation one night, and that's that on that. I lost my best friend, and it's upsetting to have to deal with rumors that I was disloyal. Stop putting all your trust and faith in her baby daddy. He can come on camera crying and lying all he wants to. Leave me the hell alone. This is your final warning. All right, so that's what she had to say. She seems as though she's in her feelings about a couple of questions I've asked her. Now, I'm not going to reveal her identity. I'm not going to do that at all because this is something that I'm working on behind the scenes, trying to dot my I's and cross my T's and get information that is required for me to put out the information that I'm wanting to put out in the next couple of days. But I'm going to make sure that I vet my sources thoroughly, right? Now, it seems as though she was talking about Albie Shore. I happen to think that Albie Shore is a pretty credible person, right? And then she alluded to the fact that the family has receipts. What type of receipts do the family have? And if they have them, why are they sitting on those receipts and why haven't they went to the police? Now, the most compelling thing that was said within this message is the fact that I think she was alluding to Diddy when she said he put us in a very troubling situation one night. That is very interesting to say the least. But this is what she had to say to me, so I better watch and tread lightly because she's going to sue me for defamation, all right? But anyway, I'm pretty sure she's going to see this video, and I invite you to say hi in the comments, okay? So guys, I'm going to let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.